Phoenix Suns are in disaster mode, as despite having the highest payroll in the entire NBA, Phoenix sits at 11th place in the Western Conference. They do not own their first round pick until 2032, and perhaps worst of all, they are getting disrespected on a nightly basis. Did you think Cam Spencer versus Kevin Durant would become a beef?
Spain, here's Spencer for three, it's through! And it went right to Kevin Durant after he made the shot.
Cam Spencer averages 4.5 points per game, but people have suddenly gotten real comfortable coming at both the Suns and Kevin Durant. However, there is some good news here. It was reported that at the trade deadline, the Suns tried to trade KD, but that he wanted to wait until the summer. And now it has also been reported that a trade is certain. Durant, who is still averaging around 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists per game, could be the missing piece on a contender. He could shake up the entire NBA this summer, but the real question is, will he be joined by Devin Booker, who is also now in trade rumors, as the Suns might just completely tear everything down? And to make things even crazier, we might have an all-time NBA summer as Lamelo Ball, rapper LiAngelo Ball's brother, has popped up in trade talks as well. Some say Melo is a star who is stuck in NBA purgatory. Some say he's putting up empty stats on a bad team.
So if you lose a game by 53, they just not even competing.
We could very well soon have the answer to that question. So what's up, Mike here, and let's watch this clip together and ask ourselves, does this look like a stable team? Also, if you enjoyed this video, it would be awesome if you subscribed and turn on post notifications, only if you like the content. Now, looking at this clip.
Feels really turning the corner with authority. Jalen Green just turned around, knocked it down, and now Plumlee and Adams get locked up with one another. That's the last guy you want. He takes him down. It's like a sumo wrestling match out there.
The answer is, of course, no. The Suns are free-falling after failing to make a move at the trade deadline, and what's crazy is that with this much time left to go in the season, we not only already have possible trade destinations for Kevin Durant, we have an official asking price. It has been reported that Phoenix wants 3 first-round picks and a young player for Durant, which makes sense because, again, the Suns don't own their own pick until 2032. They already played their cards here by trying to trade Kevin Durant. There's no going back from that. So they are going to need as many first-round picks as possible from other teams if they're going to save themselves from this current nightmare. If you watch a Suns game, you will notice that the body language is terrible. It does not look like the guys like playing with each other out there, and since February, Phoenix is 5-13, and Kevin Durant himself has started to lose it.
And I'm gonna tell you what I just saw. Kevin Durant just swung at Carlo, and Carlo's going over to talk to him right now. I don't know how the official missed that.
And here he is just getting right into Chris Paul's face.
Knocked out of bounds, and Durant and Paul are talking in an animated fashion.
Let's notice in this clip, Chris Paul literally drags De'Aaron Fox in front of him, then says, "Hold me back, bro." I'm just saying. I also feel for Kevin Durant, but really, I feel for Devin Booker even more. Book hasn't complained. He has been a loyal soldier for Phoenix. He has been a winning all-star, one of the best shooting guards in the league, who in 2022, at the age of 25, was not only first-team All-NBA, he was 4th in the MVP voting on a 64-win Suns team. Other pros describe Devin Booker as one of the most unguardable players in the league because he can truly score from everywhere.
You got courtside seats. Who you going to see?
I'm going to see Devin Booker.
I love everything about D-Book.
He can score in a variety of ways.
Book is different. He just love to hoop. And he crazy.
And this season, he's still averaging 26 points and 6.8 assists per game, but wasn't even an all-star. I think Devin Booker overnight has become one of the most underrated players in the league. Now, if we're being honest here, Devin Booker has long been the untouchable cornerstone that Phoenix has built their teams around. However, if we're also just being realistic, the Suns now have no path to a championship contender anytime soon. Bradley Beal has a bloated contract here that is weighing them down into absolute mediocrity. Beal has a $57 million player option for the 2027 season, and the Suns are on record as saying they want a young player and picks back for Kevin Durant. So really, the trade buzz around Devin Booker makes a lot of sense here. Personally, I hope this happens because I'm getting Donovan Mitchell vibes here. Donovan Mitchell, of course, was traded from the Utah Jazz to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and now has become the leader on a 55-10 regular season juggernaut this year. Devin Booker might end up becoming that same same type of leader somewhere else. This of course demands the question though, where might Kevin Durant and Devin Booker end up? For both of them, the list is extensive. Dallas might want to form a veteran big three of KD, Kyrie, and Anthony Davis to salvage the Luka trade with the hope of having 1 or 2 big playoff runs. That is assuming of course that Kyrie Irving recovers fully from injury. After watching what has happened in Dallas, this would be a dream scenario for them, and the Suns could get back someone like Derek Lively, who is a very young and promising player. The Miami Heat have also been mentioned here. They are mentioned in almost every single trade rumor. The problem is they don't really have many trade assets. And I also do not think the Miami Heat are going to be a contender even with KD. The New York Knicks are a wild card to watch, especially if they get bounced in the playoffs early. And the Detroit Pistons and Houston Rockets are 2 young teams in this discussion who might want to look to bring in a vet to hopefully push them to the next level. But guys, before we continue, I'm very excited to thank Bear Mattress for sponsoring today's video, because listen to this. If you head to bearmattress.com/Korzemba right now and use promo code Korzemba, you are going to get 40% off of your mattress plus 2 free pillows. I'm not gonna lie, I think that is the best deal we have ever seen on this channel. 40% off plus 2 free pillows. You're sleeping well. If you're in the United States, Bear Mattress ships to you for free. And they know the most important part of sleeping is the fact that we all sleep differently. Everyone has different mattress preferences. Everyone has different sleep positions. They also have a limited lifetime warranty and a 120-day sleep trial. Now, how do you make sure you get the best mattress? Well, they have a sleep quiz that is very easy to take. And with it, they give you the ideal mattress that fits your needs. For instance, when I was taking the sleep quiz, I am a side sleeper. And also, I will admit, I've started to get some aches and pains. I'm now in my 30s. I'm now an old man. So I ended up with the Elite Hybrid Medium Bed. I fall asleep quicker, I stay asleep longer, and I wake up feeling more refreshed. And I'm not the only one. Bear ran a survey of 300 of their most recent customers. 82% of those people said they saw an improvement in their sleep quality, and 95% of them said that they would recommend Bear mattress to a friend. Bear uses sleep recovery technology. If you tend to sleep hot, Bear uses Celliant powered fabric to ensure that you stay cool throughout the night. Bear mattresses are also made with 3 premium foams that push away unwanted body heat, making sure that you have a more comfortable and a more cooling, relaxing sleep. Bear mattresses also do not contain fiberglass, which can be detrimental to your health. Other mattress companies do use fiberglass as a flame retardant, but Bear owns its own manufacturing company and they keep things fiberglass free. Fiberglass free mattresses keep you cool and clean. So I just have to say, I love my Bear mattress, and I think you're going to love your Bear mattress too, especially because if you're looking to upgrade your sleep, go to bearmattress.com/Korzemba and use promo code Korzemba for 40% off your Bear mattress plus 2 free pillows. That is a higher promo than what is being offered on site. Make sure to go check it out. So thank you so much to Bear Mattress for sponsoring today's video. And now let's get back into that video. Meanwhile, the Oklahoma City Thunder have a chance to do something incredible. Bring Kevin Durant back home to where he started to potentially lock in a championship next season and the year maybe after. The Thunder have tons of picks. They have tons of young trade assets. They almost need to make a move as they're not going to be able to pay everyone. And especially if Oklahoma City has a disappointing playoff run. The Thunder are not off the table here for Kevin Durant. My most interesting team though is the Minnesota Timberwolves. Without Cat, Minnesota has spiraled after making the Western Conference Finals, and KD is Anthony Edwards' favorite player. This would be a pretty seamless fit. KD playing that stretch 4 role while Rudy Gobert is the traditional center down low. And Minnesota has young trade assets. They have someone like Rob Dillingham who could be traded to Phoenix along with those future first round picks that they want. Now looking at Devin Booker, the asking price for a Book trade is higher. Phoenix is looking for 4 first round picks and a rising star going into his 3rd or 4th year. Keyword rising star, which does potentially eliminate some of the older contenders here who don't have a rising star on their roster. But the Magic, Pistons, Rockets, and Thunder have all been linked to Devin Booker. The Thunder might try to swing for a home run and pair Shea and Book. Jalen Williams is already on this team though. This would not be a perfect fit. Just being honest, if I was OKC, I would not be looking to trade for another guard. So personally, while it's not a glamorous big market, I would love to see Devin Booker in Detroit. Cade has emerged as an all-star with possibly limitless potential. Asar Thompson is one of the most athletic players in the league. He's an insanely disruptive defensive wing. He's a player who does not need the ball in his hands to be effective. Cade, Devin Booker, Asar sounds like a great starting 1 through 3. Then you have Jalen Duren, who has proven to be a great young big, and Detroit has been one of the NBA's NBA's biggest surprise teams this year. Meanwhile, Devin Booker is still young enough where Detroit has the time to take one step forward next season and then continue to build up into a championship contender. With the Rockets, it might be a tougher fit with Jalen Green already slotted in at the 2. Maybe Book running the point though could work. I'm not counting them out. And also for the Orlando Magic, everything I'm about to say about Lamelo Ball with the Magic applies to Devin Booker as well. Looking at Lamelo Ball, is he a future superstar or is he the king of empty stats? In his first 30 games this season, Lamelo Ball averaged 28.9 points, 7.5 assists, and 5.4 rebounds per game. That stretch included a 50 game against the Bucks in November. Lamelo was starting to get superstar buzz because these are star numbers, plain and simple, especially considering the fact that Melo is just 23 years old. But recently, due to ankle injuries, Lamelo has become a shell of himself just this year. In his last 11 games, he's averaging just 16.5 points, 5.8 assists, and 4.8 rebounds per game, giving us a real situation where the Hornets could get worried and decide to make a move while Lamelo Ball's trade value is still very high, especially because of this. When Lamelo Ball signed a max contract with the Hornets, they saw him as their franchise player, but here's where things get very interesting. That contract was signed under not only a different owner, but different management as well. It has been said that the current ownership and current management is evaluating if Melo truly is a face of a team or if they should just sell high and create their own vision. We just saw this with the Dallas Mavericks. People love to build their own teams, believing that that is the best course of action. And adding on to this, Lamelo Ball has actually been an extreme injury risk of a player. Lamelo played in just 51 games as a rookie. Then in his second season, he played in 75 and was an all-star. But then in year 3, Lamelo played in just 36 games, and in year 4, he played in just 22. Now he's injured again, and so the true dark side of Lamelo Ball is not his flashy play, it is his current inability to stay on the court. To be fair, guys like Steph Curry also had ankle injuries early in their careers and figured it out, but we have also seen injuries ruin players' careers, so Lamelo Ball trade rumors have been popping up for a reason, and according to betting markets, which place odds on everything now, the most likely teams Lamelo could go to are the Houston Rockets, Orlando Magic, Golden State Warriors, and Toronto Raptors. The Rockets could be very exciting. Melo and Jalen Green in the backcourt along with Amen Thompson on the wing would create an even more high-paced, high-flying offense that would seemingly be unstoppable in transition. This trade would have Fred VanVleet going out alongside a guy such as Reed Sheppard. And Reed Sheppard actually might be the perfect trade piece for the Hornets because Reed was the number 3 pick in last year's draft. Many thought that he might have all-star potential, and Reed Sheppard has not had a chance to really prove himself with a very deep Houston backcourt. I'm assuming other players would be involved in this trade as well. Probably Cam Whitmore, maybe Tari Eason as well, although I know that the Houston Rockets and their fans value him very, very much. Really, I feel like the Rockets, if they want to, could make the best trade offer for any of the players we've mentioned, but the Magic especially would be very exciting. Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner have already proven to be an incredible wing duo that has high upside as young players. Giving those two guys a playmaking do-it-all point guard in Lamelo could tremendously raise that team's upside and future. If I was the Orlando Magic, I would try whatever I could to get this deal done, then hope that the Lamelo Ball injuries have been a fluke, because I will admit, those injuries are scary. And there we have it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications. That way you never miss another video. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You are awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day and cue that music.